Grand Friday, TGIF. It's Venus Day. And just when I start the stream, it always happens. Do, 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 do. They're just letting you know it's time to get going finally. It's fascinating because the card of the day is setback. And I don't know about you guys, but that's exactly what I'm experiencing this morning. And that's very apparent because I'm very late getting this reading out today. Setback after setback after setback. I live with two Earth signs that think what they got to do is more important than what I have to do. Anyway, I did the sun sign readings yesterday. Wow, on that energy. A lot of, well, the air signs all got, well, one got venom, apocalypsis and venom. And the other two, Libra and Aquarius, so that was Gemini. Libra and Aquarius both got the sword. So, sword energy. Yeah. So, the air signs, it sounds like are going to be dishing a little bit of wake up calls to other people, possibly. uh, yeah. We must stand in our power, right? Stand our ground, etc. But setbacks, that's the name of the game this weekend. Yeah. Anyway, that energy from those sun signs, it was venom and people having to fight off or stand up for themselves or stand up for somebody else or fighting off. It could have been venomous people, venomous animals, or insects. And a cave, possibly holes in the ground, snakes, um, just a whole bunch of crazy. And it was like every sign, let's put it this way: the Gemini, the Pisces, the Aries, and the Taurus readings were all dealing with super toxic. Okay. Dealing with super toxic situations in one fashion or another. This could be something as simple as, well, what I had happen last night, and it wasn't toxic. We've known about this for a while. Let me show you. Hang on a minute. You guys, this is interesting. I have got, well, we have got a little friend. And let me get this picture for you guys. Okay. That's our little friend, a little black jumping spider. And let me zoom in on him for you. Forgive me, those of you that have issues with spiders. I do not, for the most part, unless they're poisonous ones in my house. Anyway, it's really hard to see because of the glare. But this little black guy has been hanging out for a good while. He was on our ceiling and he dropped down onto our bed. My husband saw him, kind of played with him a little bit, because we both think they're adorable. They're super cute. Anyway, I took pictures of this little guy because I found him. Turns out my husband found him yesterday on the bed. Didn't make him get off the bed. And evidently he spent, because my husband sleeps days, this little guy or girl spent its time with him in the bed. Anyway, so I don't know if this one's trying to stay warm or what's going on. But anyway, if you look at this spider, let me see if you could see that. Look at its little bottom. You guys see that right here? It's a little white heart on the spider's butt. Yeah. Wow, right? Anyway, so this little guy does have fangs. He can bite, but he's not poisonous. He's not dangerous to humans. These little guys actually get rid of other spiders. So if you have one of these in your house, even if you hate spiders, let this one be. They won't hurt you. They're actually quite cute little critters. And if you have detrimental spiders of any kind in your house, such as brown recluse, etc., that little guy will help keep your area free of those because they hunt other spiders. So don't squash those little furry jumpers. That you want them around, especially if you have any brown recluse problems. And anybody that lives in the southern part, well, any part of the US, but yeah, they can be a problem, as we know. Anyway, phew. But yeah, those readings yesterday, I was like, wow, people really need to be on their toes this coming week. And the energy really starts already. Um, I'm already seeing it play out. Even in the comments section under the videos, people being venomous, you know? It's like, wow. Yes. Sometimes people take things personally when it's not. So I guess sometimes cross watchers don't like what they hear, especially if they're doing something negative. They don't like the exposure, right? Anyway, it is what it is. Anyway, setbacks. I've been experiencing that. I imagine many of you are too. Setbacks. Oh, and give me a little slack. I've got one hell of a headache, and plus this whole setback thing. So I'm kind of not totally with it for the reading, which I hate. But I'll do the best I can considering the circumstances. Anyway, Five of Worlds. And here we go with another setback. I had it all mapped out, worked out, and I actually have the wrong page marked. That's okay. We got it here. Five of Worlds, step back. Just as the earth suffers devastation and disaster, your most beautiful, prosperous, solidly organized projects and plans on which you depend and bank encounter setback. Well, that's ringing true for me, and I'm sure it is for all of you. A drying up of resources, drought, a sudden ruination, hurricane, forest fire, volcanic eruption, a block, wall, or a parting of ways, abandoned village. Now, based on the energy I'm seeing for the collective on all the sun sign readings, um, there is something where you guys have to be on your toes and ready at a moment's notice. Okay. So keep that in mind. The big energy reading I did recently was talking about just that. Like there was things, people being blocked by water and not able to escape, and fires. Not kidding, volcanoes. As a matter of fact, that reading had a possible earthquake, could be volcano action as well, with Mount St. Helens and Mount Rainier. They may not be the only ones, but that was really standing out in the reading. And people having to abandon ship, hurricanes. Yeah, this coming week. Uh, okay. So just be on your toes. Be ready for anything. Um, yeah. It's just a collective warning to be prepared for anything. Okay. So, yeah, that's the energy we're dealing with. Defeat and difficulty are regenerative, as are the Earth's natural disasters. The Earth's healthy new seeds symbolize this new life. For every storm, there is a rainbow. Take one step back, a strategic retreat. Go two steps forward through the newly opened door of opportunity. As it is said, make lemonade out of lemons. Wise words. Ugh, and a headache to beat the band. It's Friday, TGIF, Venus Day. Try to be excited about it, even though we definitely have some action coming up. Major action. Could be good, could be bad. Doesn't look great. Disasters, setbacks. You know, the reading was what the reading was, and that's the energy for everybody. So, and they definitely gave us certain countries that had to be on the lookout. US was one of them. Anyway, the Messenger Oracle. We're going to get a card from the Message Oracle and see what we have for the collective for Friday, TGIF Venus Day, the 17th of June. Oh, and we had a flipper. Embrace the dark. Oh, yeah. We definitely going to need that one. Embracing the dark. And since we had a flipper, I'm going to cut the deck and get another. And the deck's already got itself cut when I set it down. See the signs, they're all around us. Yeah, they're wanting you to really look for the signs. There's like a lot of things, be on your toes. They really want you this week to be on high alert at all times around everything, anything, and be ready for anything. Okay? So, here we go. Let me find it. These are not what you call it, numbered, so it takes a moment to find the entry. You've been taught that all is either good or evil, negative or positive, that good gives rise to good and bad gives rise to bad. It is wrong to have feelings of anger, dislike, or fear, as these emotions are born of our shadow self. This is not the truth. Everything happens for a reason. Love can give rise to destruction, and hate can inspire acts of genuine love. The lessons offered by our shadow often teach us the most. Know your shadow self. Love it. Without the darkness, the stars cannot be seen. Amazing card. Embrace the dark. It's got a little black kitty. So embrace the setbacks. Okay. Everything happens for a reason. It's a holodeck. Everything's pre-planned, predestined for the most part. Got a little leeway in there, but it's a program running, not kidding. And see the signs. See the signs. Luckily, these entries are alphabetical. So that speeds up finding your entries a little quicker. We are often sent small signs in the form of synchronicities and coincidences. My husband had a huge one. He had sent me a target to remote view, and he ended up remote viewing it during breathing exercises, Wim Hof style. He remote viewed his own query because he had something that was above his head outside. He could feel it. He knew it was there. Gave him a negative feeling, ominous, and he wanted me to review and tell him what it was. Well, he ended up telling himself what it was, and he actually saw a cigar-shaped ship and some ETs. And yeah, I told him, I said, I feel it, sense it, and sense it when they're around. And he can too. Anyway, and he can remote view. Anyway, be watchful. Do not overlook them in the everyday rush of life. Words, numbers, and symbols that repeat. Animals and birds that appear on your path. Okay. Animals and birds or people that appear on your path. They're telling you be on your toes so big time this week, it's not even funny. People who come in and out of your life at odd or similar moments, and those flashes of knowing when you believe something will happen with every fiber of your being. These are all things you are meant to see and hear. Messages from Gaia and Great Spirit sent to aid your journey. So, you're going to have to embrace these setbacks, okay, that are coming our way or already have for some of us. Hey, Melissa, how's it going? Embrace the setbacks and look for the signs. You need to be on your toes. This starting now through the end of the week, this coming week, be on your toes. Be ready for anything because they're going to be throwing curveballs at us, basically. That's the way it feels. Okay, now we're going to get one from the Oracle of the Seven Energies. Yes, yes, yes. Friday. Okay. Ears wide open. See the signs. Look for what's going on around us. And I just got told to take another one, so I'm going to pull these over and make some room for our cards. That one, Dance, it's 33, by the way. We were getting twos, now we're getting threes. This is a 5, though. Ears wide open. See the signs, look for them. Okay, this one's going to be cut just like this. These two were. One came flipping out and cutting for the other one. Right in the hair. All right. Let's see what we got. Bloop. Close encounters. Again. We got that the other day, guys. Yeah, we got that the other day. Why does it feel like things aren't straight? Probably because they're not, but that's okay. So we got a 33 and I just picked up the book and this card was with the book still and not with the rest of the deck. Setbacks. Okay, let's get this moved over some more. Great Big Love. That's the card we got yesterday. Reminder. All right. We got this card recently too. This is new though. Ears wide open and see the signs. Yeah. Can't even pretend that didn't happen. All right. Card 33. Let's take a look. Key concepts for this card are deep listening as a gift we need to give others, understanding someone else's needs, showing focused attention, tuning in to another and letting go of the ego's need to be heard. And that's interesting because, the Virgo reading, they had somebody in need coming towards them. So letting go of your need to be heard and listening to somebody else, right? The world is consistently speaking to us and offering clues about what is really going on beneath the surface of things. Yeah, and how? Like, beneath the surface, aka fault lines, earthquakes, and volcanoes. They're like doubling down with this reading. They really are. They're doubling down on what's getting ready to happen. We all have the capacity to hear beyond the noise that reaches our ears. The challenge is when we feel misunderstood and unheard. When we feel insignificant, it's easy to over explain ourselves in an attempt to get acknowledged. Now it's time to let all that go. Offer your attention as the great gift it is. It's time to stop multitasking, checking your phone, thinking of what you're going to say next, and doing all the other things that keep you from connecting fully. Whenever we are in a state of chaos and distraction, paying attention only to some of what is being said, we lose the ability to pick up on everything, including that which is not being said. Deep listening is the way in which we immerse ourselves in the truth of the world. In this way, with ears wide open, we also open our hearts and our minds to understand more than what is conveyed through words alone. Opportunities arise from the subtle cues we miss when we are not 100% present. Purposeful, open listening is an act of true respect and intimacy. When you are in this space of receptivity, letting go of the need to be heard or to be right, you become expansive and alert to meaningful potential. Right now, keep your ears wide open and you will find more than you were searching for. See the signs. Mhm. Close Encounters, Card 10. Key concepts: vulnerability as a strength, letting others see your wounds as well as your strengths, setting healthy boundaries. See, that's what I need to do. Because, yeah, boundaries. That's the thing. That's why I'm having setbacks, because there's no boundaries. So, yeah, the air signs I have a feeling are going to be setting a lot of boundaries. Also, uh, Cancer signs, it feels like for some reason, needing to set boundaries, right? Many of us have that flaw of not standing in our power, right? Letting others railroad us, especially those we love that live in the same house, right? Yes. This is a time of connection that asks for you to be vulnerable and authentic. Let go of any social mask or constructs you use to keep yourself apart from others. Lower your shields and allow yourself to step into a dance of intimacy. When you become close to people, you remind yourself that you are not alone. You're part of a beautiful, meaningful bond. At the deep spiritual level, there are so many lessons offered to you in this closeness. As a social level, at a social level, intimate relationships help you ignite the spark of life that is the power of affinity. You flourish as a result of offering emotional honesty, a true desire for quality, love, friendship, and laughter. We aren't meant to be alone. Yet sometimes we are wounded and we build walls around ourselves so we don't get hurt again. It's time to be honest about yours and step out from behind that barrier and engage in all of life. This is a beautiful opportunity to allow your vulnerability to be your strength as you choose to live in integrity and without artifice. Even if your work life, Even in your work life, this mode of connection allows you to be truly present. When you live this way, everything and everyone thrives. You need you have no need to defend yourself when you're being truly and utterly you, empowered by your raw openness and willingness to be seen. In this way, your close encounters will not fail you. So, close encounters, right? Possibly close calls as well. Okay. There is much to celebrate when you stand eye to eye, shoulder to shoulder, sharing your heart. Awesome card. Key 26. Great big love. In the end, that's what matters, right? Love without conditions, romantic love, and how that experience changes you. Deep and profound, harmonious connections and soulmates. Love heals all wounds, begins all life. It sustains you when you are starving for grace, when you stumble and fall, and when you lose sight of your purpose and fall prey to the limited perspective of the ego. Now is the time to fall in love and call in awareness of the great big love that made you, which is ever pulsing through your veins. There is a heightened sense of awareness in the beginning stages of a relationship when nothing else matters but who's in front of you. You see them, you see yourself in them, and you move in sync with the cadence of your hearts. You surrender to the magic you share and engage in harmonious dance that is seamless in its movements, rising and falling with each moment, each breath. Although this card may portend such an intimate connection, you don't have to wait for a partner to experience it. You're being invited now to explore love in all its beauty. Can you love without conditions, without needing things to be perfect? Do you love your life, what you do, and how you contribute to the world? It's a good question. Today, invite love with a capital L into your inquiry. You will be amazed, and your very question may be changed as a result. Love is the strength you need today, the lens you must look through to find the truth and your way. Love is the way, and the only answer. Wow. Profound stuff for Friday. So do keep that in mind. I do hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, TGIF day. And, ooh, we got some crazy energy coming our way. And be on your toes, be on the lookout. Close encounters, close calls, and in the end, great big love. So, yeah. And embrace all the setbacks the best you can, okay? And embrace the darkness. Yes. Because, yeah, it only gets better, right? So, yeah, just be on your toes, guys. Absolutely. So, I hope you have a really good TGIF. Information's in the description if you'd like to book a personal private video reading. Anyway, have a very, very good one. Thanks for spending time with me this morning. Late. Setback after setback. Anyway, take care. Talk to you guys tomorrow.